You are listening to the Disney Dream Girls, an unofficial Disney Theme Parks podcast. And this is show number 417 for Sunday the 3rd of July 2022.
Where dreams begin.
Well, hello and welcome to this week's Disney Dream Girls. My name is Michelle Young and together with my jolly good chum Jane Phipps, we are your guides to the place where dreams begin. Oh my word, I actually have Phippsy with me.
Hello, my darling. How are you doing?
All the better for having you on the other end so that we can chat Disney.
I know, it feels like it's been a little while. I don't know why. I suppose it's because we chat all the time, don't we? Even if it's, WhatsApp and what have you. So I forget that my dulcet tones have not been heard for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, because we had the chat with Anthony, and then last week I did the amazing Walt Disney World trip review with Lucy. So it's like, oh my word, Jane, we need to talk. We've got so many things going on.
I know, life is very busy at the moment.
So what we're going to do is we're going to crack straight on history, and then we're going to talk a little bit of things that are happening, and then we're going to get down to the main thing why we all go to the Disney theme parks, food.
Of course. It wouldn't be a Disney Dream Girls if we didn't get food in there somewhere, would it?
So, Jane,
yes.
Over to you. I'm going to sit back with my brew and I'm going to let you historyfy me.
Historyfy it. Well, OK, we're going to start on the 3rd of July because this is the day that this is scheduled for. Going to go all the way back to a very good year. We're going to go back to 1967.
Ooh.
Why is 1967 a good year, Michelle?
I don't know. I wasn't born, love.
I was.
You was.
Yeah. It was the year I was born. So it's a good year. Oh, well. Never mind. Right, so 1967. Representatives of the Florida Department of Citrus, didn't even know there was such a thing, and Walt Disney Productions met for the very first time to discuss how a Walt Disney World vacation destination can incorporate Florida citrus. 2 years later, they became the first official corporate sponsors of the Magic Kingdom by signing an agreement on October the 1st, 1969, 2 years before it actually opened. And if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have Little Orange Bird, would we? So, has to be mentioned.
And can I just say, we love a little bit of Orange Bird, and that is one of my Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party outfits.
It is, isn't it? Yes, gotta love Orange Bird.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to flash forward all the way to the ominous year of 2020. I think 2020 is going to be the year we don't talk about, isn't it? But in 2020, Hamilton, the musical, and the live stage production, I should say, was shown on Disney+. Now, it was actually filmed in 2016. It was filmed at the Richard Rogers Theatre in Manhattan, and it had the original Broadway cast members, including Mr. Lin-Manuel Miranda. It was supposed to be released as in theatres in the cinema, but not until October 2021. But because of the pandemic, they decided to release it early, and they released it on Disney Plus in 2020. And I have to say, I have very many fond memories of this. Seems to be on repeat for our summer of 2020, because not only did I watch it a couple of 3 times, it became our go-to playlist on Spotify. So that was one good thing to come out of 2020 for me. And then I'm going to go a little bit backwards in times. Going to go to the 2nd of July. Just 2 little ones to mention. 1958, a birthday. And you'll know this person, Michelle. I think you've got some very fond memories of interacting with Mr. Maynard Smith over at Disneyland. Yeah, it's his birthday on the 2nd of July. And of course, he retired this year after 28 years of working at Disneyland.
Oh, bless him.
Yeah, I know, but at least you've had that chance to say you had those interactions. That's what's important, isn't it?
From the Facebook group I follow, people are bumping into him at Knott's Berry Farm, all sorts of places all over the California area. So he's still around and doing bits and bobs.
Yeah, keeping active. Good on him.
Yeah. I think we've got quite a lot of things I want to talk about, Jane, but I think I'm going to save that for after this recording, where we'll do a special Patreon show. So I think, why don't we mention 1 or 2 things that are happening? And as of recording today, Thursday the 30th of June, Shanghai Disneyland has opened.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Absolutely fantastic. And there's a lovely thing on the Disney Parks blog where you have Joe Schott, who's the president and general manager of Shanghai Disney Resort, said, "I'd like to thank all of our guests and fans for their support and passion for Disney." And there's some amazing pictures of people in their best outfits, having the best day ever, looking so excited to have their theme park back open. And he adds, "I am also very appreciative of our cast members who worked tirelessly through our closure to ensure a safe and magical return for our guests."
Aww.
Absolutely wonderful to see the park back open. Let's hope we don't have any more park closures.
No, that was so 2020. I'm over it now, Michelle. We'll back to normal, please. Let's move on.
Absolutely. I've had enough of this malarkey, Jane.
Oh, malarkey. It's more than a malarkey, and it needs to malarkey off.
Yeah. We're at the beginning of July. This means I can officially say next month I am going to Walt Disney World.
You are indeed.
Whoop, whoop. But I know a lot of our listeners are going to be going there over the next few months as well. And what is starting, oh my word, on July the 14th? EPCOT International Food and Wine Festival. And Disney have done an amazing job by teasing and tantalising the taste buds by putting up some information on their parks blog of all the yummies that we can try. And it is, Jane, it is so exciting. And can you believe this festival not only just starts in July, it runs all the way through to November the 19th.
Yeah, I remember the days, Michelle, and you and I would talk about this and we would be moaning because it wouldn't be on when we could go. And now look at it.
I know.
It's, 3 months, 4 months? I don't know. I can't even work out how many days, months, however long that is. But that's a long time for a festival.
25 global marketplaces, cuisine from all over the globe. So not only do you have the usual World Showcase eateries to go and choose from, but you're having all of these booths, and it has been said that menus will change throughout this very long festival.
Yeah, well, I suppose that they've got to keep it nice and fresh for those people that are fortunate to be able to go more than once.
Absolutely. So what we thought we'd do is we'd both independently look at the menu, which we have, correct, Jane?
Correct.
And Jane is going to suggest some items that she wants me to eat. I've written down the items I know I'm going to eat. And we're going to see if any of our paths clash together because we know each other so well. On the journey, we'll mention a few others that we know you guys need to try because they are a well-loved past favourite, or they are new and look really exciting.
Now, I must admit, Michelle, I hadn't kind of chosen the ones thinking, oh, this is up Michelle's alley. Some of them might be. Some of them might be not.
If you've given me snails, I'm going to press cut off now on the record button.
Can I just say, I debated it.
Don't you
and then
dare.
No, I thought much better of it. And I've even avoided anything with hummus as well. So how proud are you of me? No hummus and no snails.
Although saying that, Jane, and I'm going to make a confession now, after years and years of saying hummus is disgusting, as part of our curriculum at school, we made hummus with our children. And I did actually manage to smell it without vomiting. So I'm getting there, Jane. You know, maybe in another 20 years, I might be brave enough to try some.
I'll tell you what, Michelle, if you're going to be brave enough to try hummus, maybe I'll be brave enough to go on Twilight Tower of Terror.
Oh, give me a bowl now, quick. Sorted. If I can sit next to you on Twilight Tower Zone of Terror, whatever, with a tub of hummus and you're on it, I'll happily eat it on the ride, love.
Well, there's a vlog we're going to have to do, isn't it?
Well, if we do that, love, we'll have to take umbrellas and rain hats or something, because I can imagine hummus going everywhere.
Oh, I have images in my head now. Sorry, folks, we are digressing, but that's a funny image in my head.
Yeah. The things I'll do. So what do I have to eat then for you to go on Rock and Roller Coaster? Come on, tell me. What do I have to eat?
What do you not like? Snails then? We're going to have to go snails, aren't we? Mind you, no, because you've eaten snails before. You just don't like them.
Well, I don't like eating sand, love. I'm sorry.
I'll have to think about it.
I did see something that was particularly horrible on the menu.
But I might have picked it.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. And if you've picked it, if I eat them, you have to go on Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster.
Oh, I don't know whether I'm going to mention it now then.
We'll see how nice you've been. I'm going to start off anyway, because for me, anything and everything in my life comes under 2 umbrellas of what I enjoy eating. No, 3. Number 1, anything nutty.
Right, okay.
So pecan-y, cashewy, walnutty, I'm in. Peanut butter, yum, yum, yum. Yep. Number 2, anything cheesy. Yum. So, doing really well. And I've forgotten what the third one was. I've mentioned that. Ice cream.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's where I've been focusing on mine.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. So the first one is I'm going to go to the Alps, just because we've gone through these in alphabetical order. And I am going to have some warm raclette Swiss cheese with Riesling poached pears, red wine braised figs, candied pecans, honey and cranberry toast. And this also is part of Emil's fromage montage, which we've mentioned before, where if you eat these fromagey things, you get something.
I must admit, Michelle, there's an awful lot of those fromagey things to eat. Scanning down the old menus today.
Yeah. Don't get cheesed off, it's all cheese. But
how cheesy can we be?
Very, Jane. So that's my first stop. I'm going to the Alps. What about you, Janie? What are you trying to poison me with?
No, I'm starting off really nice. You're going to like me for this one, Michelle.
Oh, go on.
No, we're going to Australia.
G'day.
G'day. Because we have very good friends in Australia, do we not?
Oh, please don't. I'm going to cry. Well, I really, really am, because I'm missing them. It's been far too long since I've seen our good friends at Dis Down Under.
So this is why I picked Australia for you. And I picked the Lamington.
Are you kidding me?
No.
It's so good. So good.
Because I saw it when I was scanning and I just got all soppy for you. And therefore I thought I've got to pick the Lamington for you. Yellow cake, raspberry filling, dipped in chocolate and coconut.
All it needs is to be deep fried, and then it would be the quintessential food, really, wouldn't it?
Well, raspberry chocolate and coconut, as far in my book, they're a good combination.
Absolutely. And I am so glad you didn't pick up on anything else in Appleseed Orchard, because really I didn't really fancy anything from there apart from the cider. So I'm doing well. You've picked me a Lamington. I'm not going to be gnawing on a lamb chop because I'm a lady and I don't want to be gnawing on something with a bone in, like a roasted lamb chop with mint pesto. It does sound yummy, but yeah, a bit hot in Florida in August to have lamb.
Yeah, I must admit, at the Appleseed, I did think about the apple crumble tart, and from the pictures it does look rather nice. And then there's a frozen apple pie, which is a non-alcoholic drink, which I did and ah about, but I thought, the rate I was going, I'd be picking that many calories for you. You would not be my friend.
It's fine. I don't mind the calories. I'll take them for the team.
Oh, okay.
I am going now onwards and upwards to Canada.
Oh, okay.
And in Canada, there's a theme going on here. Canadian cheddar and bacon soup served in a pretzel roll. Again, Emil's fromage montage.
Yes.
I absolutely love this, especially when you go with the wild mushroom beef filet mignon with truffle butter sauce. Those two to me, get rid of the pretzel roll that comes with the cheese. Get rid of it, bin it. I don't want it. I don't want the carbs. I'm going to get me steak and I'm going to dunk the steak into the cheese soup. Please try it and then message me and tell me if that is not the quintessential meal to have while you're wandering around the Canadian pavilion. Wow.
Well, I have to admit, Michelle, I did pick for you the wild mushroom beef filet mignon.
It's so good, Jane. It's so good.
But I did pick a couple more if we're going alphabetically.
Oh, go on then.
From the B range. So over at Brewing, I wasn't picking any of the wings for you. I thought, no, I'm not having wings. You know what I'm going for, don't you?
I do.
Crispy Brussels sprouts with buffalo sauce.
Now, I'm going to be saying to the person behind the counter, I'll have the sprouts. Don't give me buffalo sauce because I find it a little bit too...
Really?
Yeah, but they do have other dips on other items, such as a ranch dressing, and that for me would probably go better with the Brussels sprouts. And do you know what? I'm going to have me some Brussels sprouts. Thank you, Jane. Ding dang do.
And then I did actually go for another B as well at Belgium. Because I thought, well, there's 2 waffles there. And I thought, Michelle likes waffles.
I do.
And I thought, they'll do one with just warm chocolate ganache, which I thought, oh, that's fair enough. But actually, it was a berry compote and whipped cream that kind of ticked the biscuit for me, I think.
And do you know what? It's got fruit on it, so that means it's healthy.
Healthy. And cream's good for you as well. So there you go. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good. Do you know what I might pick up if I'm in Belgium then?
Oh, go on then.
There's a chilled coffee featuring Godiva chocolate liqueur.
Ooh.
Now, I'm going to make a confession here.
Yeah.
I have never been to a coffee shop and had chilled coffee before. Never, ever.
I don't think... No, the idea of it doesn't appeal to me. Well, I don't know why.
There's been so many days recently where I've been so busy, my coffee's gone cold, and technically it is cold coffee. But the idea of it being mixed with that chocolate liqueur and having that waffle to dip into it with the... Oh, Jane, you've picked me a good one there.
You see, I look after you, Michelle, really.
Yeah, and I'm so pleased you didn't make me have to eat any of the wings.
Well, no, because they're sticky and they're messy and they're fiddly, aren't they,
Although, Jane, they do have sticky wings with peanut sauce and grape gel.
Well, yeah, but so it's still sticky.
It is, but I might see if we might put the peanut sauce onto the Brussels sprouts. Now, that would be good.
Well, you see, I've just opened up a plethora of ideas for you, haven't I?
Yeah. Yeah, so I've been to Canada. I'm going to sort of walk past quite a few countries here. Basically because I'm one of those people that are really weird. Where I live, I can get good Chinese. And I don't tend to go to Florida to have good Chinese. I go for things that I can't normally get in the UK. So I thought, right, I'm going to go past that. I'm missing quite a few. Coastal Eats, that's the sort of like... seafood thing, and that was the place that I thought, oh no, this is what Jane's going to make me eat.
No.
Oh, thank heavens for that, because the idea of eating oysters just makes...
Did you not fancy the oysters Rockefeller?
No. I cannot think of anything better to throw in the bin than oysters Rockefeller.
Okay.
So I've gone past all of those, and then I have gone all the way down to France. Bonjour, ma petite amie.
Oh, you've gone a little bit further than me, but okay.
So, when I went to Disneyland Paris, one of the highlight snacks was having the Mickey beignet, which they call a beignet, but we call a donut. Yes. That was filled with Nutella. Well, in France, they are doing this. Jane, this is just the quintessential food for Michelle. Beignet au trois fromage. Basically, a warm beignet, a warm donut, filled with a 3-cheese blend. Oh, it's going to be like cheesy goodness in the hug of a donut. Oh. That's the only thing I'm getting from there because I'm not touching the escargot.
No, that was the next one down. And I did linger over that when I was scanning through and I thought, no, I'm not going to be that cruel because I like Michelle.
Oh, bless you.
And you'll like me even more for this next one then.
Ooh, go on then.
Well, if you want to go back one alphabetically... There's flavours from Fire.
Oh, yeah, I've eaten at that one before. Go on.
Rocky Road chocolate cake with marshmallows, spiced almonds and chocolate ganache.
Do you know what? I was tempted with that because it basically covers all the basic good food groups in life. However, when I've eaten at Flavours from Fire before, it had quite a high price point and a small portion count.
Okay.
And you know, I'm a Yorkshire girl. I want value for my money here.
Yeah. I do.
If I'm going to have Rocky Road, I want a slab. I want literally the M62 of Rocky Road rather than a little A road or a B road.
No, I can appreciate your method and your madness. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Go on then. I'm not touching anything else until I get to the fry basket.
Well, that's where I was going to go next.
Oh, she knows me well. Go on. What have you chosen?
The fry flight.
So good.
You know why? Because it was the flavours that really got me. Obviously, me being low carb, carb free, fries, chips, whatever you call, I wouldn't be interested in. However, these are going to turn into being good methods for getting other foods into you, if that makes sense. Well, the first one, sea salt malt vinegar. They're going to have to going to live up to the British UK seaside salt and vinegar fries, which they may struggle with, to be fair.
Not
so
fries.
that'll be an interesting one for you to try.
Chunky chips.
Yeah. You've got to have a bit of scraps on as well, haven't you?
Oh, God, yeah.
Killing
me now, Janie. I'm getting hungry.
So they might struggle on that one. But then I thought barbecued bacon fries with smoked aioli. It was the bacon I also got drawn to. And then it's the sweet potato casserole fries with candied pecans, toasted marshmallow cream and caramel whiskey. And it's that combination of flavours I'm so intrigued by.
Do you know what? When the foods came out, David Maruka sent me a screenshot of that. I said, that's what we're having. And it's like, oh, yes, baby.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It looks and it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And this is somebody that doesn't normally want to eat fries. So there you go.
I think I'm also going to be having the salty dog cocktail from there.
Yes, I must admit, I have got that on my list as well for you.
Oh, you look after me. Grapefruit juice, vodka, ginger, simple syrup, lime and a salted rim. Brand new for 2022. So I've got to try it.
Well, this is what I was doing. I was going down and looking to see a mixture of classic and new for you.
Oh, go on then. Where's next?
Well, I'm going to go all the way to Hawaii.
Ooh.
Yeah, you might not like me in a minute.
Oh, please don't make me eat spam. Oh, you're not. Not fried spam.
Well, I just find it really bizarre, the fact that for you and I, spam is a tinned meat that, I don't know about you, Michelle, but it's one of those store cupboard items that your mum had stuffed away in the back of the pantry and came out when the cupboard was bare type of foods, wasn't it?
I have still got scars on my hands from trying to get into spam cans. Literally.
Things.
Those little keys that you had to wind all the way around and then you gave up and you started stabbing it with a big knife.
And you think you've got it and you think, oh yeah, I'm on a roll here. And you go a little bit too fast and it would snap off in your fingers, wouldn't it? Kids
today don't know what dramas we've had in the past getting into food.
But I saw this. So this is listeners, spam musubi nigiri with sushi rice, teriyaki glazed spam. So that might bump it up a little bit. Spicy mayo, eel sauce and nori. And it's new this year. So again, it ticked two things. One, it's new. Two, I knew what reaction I'd get from you. So, and you look at it on the picture and I'm looking for where is the spam? Then I realise it's like a little layer in the little bit of, food. And it might be quite nice, Michelle.
No, it won't because it's got eel sauce on it. If I wanted to eat eels, I'd go down to London.
Well, I think you should be brave and give it a go.
That might be what I do with gritted teeth.
Well,
take one for the team.
How about then, if you're going to be in Hawaii and you're going to take one for the team, there's something that you can wash it down with.
Oh, go on then.
Alani Sunrise, vodka, Dole pineapple juice and grenadine. There you go. You see, a little bit of followed by
that's so good. That's so good. Well, I'm going to go backwards in time or in alphabet or whatever to Germany.
Okay.
Because everyone knows I love the grapefruit beer that you can get from the Germany Pavilion. Well, this year, for Food and Wine, they have brought out a pineapple beer.
Ooh.
And I'm like, oh my word, I've got to try that because anything with pineapple is got to be amazing. And if I'm there, I do believe that there is a bread pudding that is just in the Germany Pavilion that I've got to go and try with extra icing.
Oh, okay. See, I was just going to say, well, at least you have your pineapple beer to help wash down the spam.
No, I think I'll eat the spam really quickly, go to the bathroom and then, go Go on then, where's next for me?
Well, actually, I'm going to send you to India.
Oh.
Now, I know that you live in part of the UK where you're very blessed to have some very good Indian food on your doorstep, are you not?
It is food without a name. They just come with Tupperwares and give it to me to my parents and say, oh, would you like to try this? And what's it called? Meat and gravy. And it's like, oh, it's not like the meat and gravy I were brought up on.
Yeah, so I thought yours used all this home-cooked, authentic food. So I'd like you to go to India. I'd like to try the chicken tikka masala with fennel spice yogurt and naan bread as a taste comparison to what you know that you can get back home.
You see, I know a whole load of history about the chicken tikka masala and where it originated. You know, query it is, it came from a restaurant in Glasgow, of all places, that somebody wanted something to liven up their chicken tikka dish. So it was a mixture of tomato soup and cream and a few bits and pieces. Ta-da!
Just goes to show sometimes the best ideas.
Yeah. Okay. Where else, Journey?
I'm then going to jump past Italy. I did hover on Italy for you.
I think Italy's prices are too high, Jane.
Okay. It was the orange blossom panna cotta that I was kind of musing about.
No.
But anyway, I kind of skipped over and we ended up in Japan.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa to you too. Now, this is the one that I thought you're not going to like me for.
Oh, it's not that tentacle thing.
It is. The takoyaki.
Yeah, it's got the right word in it. Yaki. This food is going to be yaki, Jane.
Well, you never know. So, listeners, we have octopus, we have green onion, cabbage bites. I'm not quite sure what cabbage bites are. Topped with tonkatsu sauce, bonito flakes, and nori again. But you see, I thought this is going to be the adventurous one because obviously I'm not giving you the snails. So in my mind, this was like another alternative to the snails by giving you the octopus.
Ugh.
But I'm also going to let you have the yuzu lemon drop, which is vodka, yuzu, and lemon. I thought that might be quite nice and refreshing just to help it slide down for you.
I'll slide back up again.
Oh, maybe.
Okay, go on then. Carry on, because you're nowhere near what else I've got.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm getting towards the end of my list, actually.
Okay.
In fact, this is my last one.
Ooh.
And I think you'll like me for this one. We'll go out on a bang, shall we?
Is it something that you normally like?
It is.
I think I've got it on my list.
Is that old funnel cake?
It is. Doesn't that sound amazeballs?
Mini pina colada. I love a pina colada. Anyway, pina colada funnel cake with pina colada ice cream. There you go. One of your food groups, Michelle. Ice cream, whipped cream, toasted coconut, and maraschino cherry. It's got a cherry on top.
Perfect.
Drizzled with coconut rum sauce. Bingo.
Sold.
I'm in.
Sold.
Can you bring it back for me, please?
No, because I love eating it. I'll take your picture.
Oh, that's going to do it, isn't it? I'm going to be so happy about that.
Yeah. I've just got one item that you've not picked up on my list.
Go on then.
And those who know me know that I love a particular type of ice cream bar in the UK called a Solero. And it's basically vanilla ice cream with a mango ice sort of layer on the top. And I thought, this sounds really decadent. It's a frozen mango martini with vodka, mango nectar and lemon. Ka-ching.
Well, you know what, Michelle? I think between my choices and your choices, we've not done too badly there for you. I don't think we've given you anything, except from the octopus, completely horrendous.
True, but we've heard it here. Jane is going to go on Rock and Roller Coaster and Tower of Terrors.
Maybe.
Yeah, if I'm going to eat that, you're going to go on it.
We'll wait and see then.
Hey dear, what you like. So that is our Rush Round Food and Wine Festival. If you want to hear more from us, don't forget you can hop on over patreon.com/Disney Dream Girls, where we'll be hopping off in a moment to do an extra special show for you guys. You can also catch up with us on Twitter and Instagram at DisDreamGirls. If you've got questions, challenges, info, requests, whatever, get in touch, info@DisneyDreamGirls.com, or contact us via the Disney Dream Girls podcast family page on that there Facebook. But until then, it's a goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me.